Hi, this is Jennifer Whipple with Red Gecko Homes, a Keller Williams Realty Atlanta Partners team. This Veterans Day, I wanted to take a few minutes and explain in high level how you can use your VA benefits to buy a home with no money down. First of all, I have had clients, and I've even had agents tell me they don't want to work with clients about to use their veterans benefits. And that's total crap. Okay, you served us. This is the least we can do. I am happy to work with you and using your veterans benefits. Set up a timeline to get the process started and come up with a plan that works out for you. And if you don't have a realtor that's willing to do that, find a new realtor. It's total crap. There's no reason why a realtor wouldn't want to work with a vet. I love working with vets. They're punctual, they're on time. When they say they're going to do something, they do it. It's fabulous. And to the agents who are out there that see this and don't want to work with vets, your loss. My gain, you suck. Anyway, you can tell I feel a little bit strongly about it. Let's get into this. So there's 4 different money pockets that we're going to talk about buying a home with no money down. The first is your down payment. If you use your VA benefits, it allows you to finance 100% of the purchase price, which means no money down. That's why they call it a no money down loan. You're not paying any money for the actual house. You are financing 100%. However, there are additional costs that you need to be aware of so that you're not sidelined. Now, a good agent, again, will sit down, walk you through the process and explain it step by step by step and make a plan so that you can achieve your specific goals. The second is your earnest money. Earnest money is money that you give when you sign a contract with the seller that says, I'm sincere, I'm legit, I'm going to buy your house, and here's the money I'm willing to put on the table that says so. This money goes towards your down payment. Of course, your down payment as a vet is going to be 0. Then it will go to your closing costs. If your agent can negotiate good closing costs for you, you might actually get that back at the closing table. I've seen it happen. Does it happen every time? No, I'm not going to lie. Usually there's going to be some money out of the pocket, but it can happen if you can put together a sweet enough deal. And again, it goes back to the agent. They will tell you what you need to do to set up that kind of a deal. Third item on the list is closing costs. You can pay the closing costs yourself, or you can ask the seller to pay the closing costs. What are closing costs? Well, it's pre-funding your homeowner's insurance policy. It's prepaying your tax liability. It's prepaying your insurance. There's a bunch of different stuff that it covers. It's not just legal fees. It's stuff that actually you need to pay for. You're just paying for it in advance. In a seller's market, it's harder to get the sellers to negotiate and pay for closing costs. In a buyer's market, the seller is usually more willing to cover your closing costs. So again, comes back to finding an agent that knows how to work these deals and get you set up right and set up realistic expectations. But if an agent sits down and explains to you what you can do, how you can leverage it, then yeah, you can get the seller to cover some or all of your closing costs, which means less money out of pocket for you. Okay, incidentals. First of all, the inspection. It's not really an incidental. I strongly suggest you get a home inspection. Like 99.99% of the time you need a home inspection, including on new construction. Don't let new construction agents tell you different. Get your home inspected. It usually costs about $400, $500, depending on the inspection. That's going to come out of your pocket. Not much you can do about that. The other one is the appraisal. Again, it's about $400 or $500. Sometimes the lender will cover that. Sometimes it comes out of your pocket. And then, of course, there's moving expenses. That's coming out of your pocket too. The seller's not going to cover your moving expenses. So those are all things that you actually are going to pay for when you go to buy a house, even though you're using your 0 money down loan. However, there's another one that people don't talk about, and that's the free month you get. Basically what happens is you close on your home one day and then you pay for your first mortgage isn't due for more than 30 days later. So you don't have to pay 1 month's worth of rent or mortgage. So if you have a $1,500 rent that you're using, that's $1,500 that you can use towards those moving expenses or to cover the cost of that appraisal at closing. This is where you need a realtor that's willing to sit down with you and take the time necessary to walk you through the entire process. It's not hard. You just need somebody who's willing to work. And I get it. There's 1,000 realtors out there, and most of them are happy to help you and do what you need. If you found one of the bad ones that doesn't want to work with vets, get a new one. There's plenty out there. I hope this has been helpful. If you have detailed questions, I'm happy to sit down with you and discuss the process. My number is 678-458-3697. My website is redgeckohomes.com. You can find me on YouTube and some of my other videos, and I'm happy to Zoom with you and chat about the process, no matter whether it's now or a couple years from now. Happy Veterans Day, and thank you again for your service.